And we begin with Hurricane Fiona's impact. The Category 1 storm is currently passing over the Dominican Republic after ripping through Puerto Rico on Sunday. Today, most of Puerto Rico's 1.4 million residents remain without power. Luma Energy says it has so far restored power to 100,000 customers, but officials say it could be days before power is fully restored. Fiona's Outer Banks continue to unleash flooding rains on Puerto Rico that the National Hurricane Center calls, quote, life-threatening and catastrophic. This hurricane hitting almost 5 years to the day after Hurricane Maria devastated the island. Joining us now from Ponce, Puerto Rico, is NBC's George Solis. George, what's the latest on the ground?
Yeah, Jose, this is what a lot of Puerto Ricans say is una pesadilla, a nightmare. Nearly 5 years to the day since Hurricane Maria, and again, the island without power. You said it right there, 100,000 people just now getting power, and it could take days, if not weeks, for power to be restored. And this is what a lot of people were telling me their biggest concern was, that this storm was going to knock out that frail power grid. And right now, what we're seeing is the continuing assault of Fiona as it now moves and gets ready to slam the Dominican Republic. This only a small sliver of the damage this storm has done to the island of Puerto Rico. We have seen flooding of homes, of businesses, people who have lost everything. At this hour, some 2,000 people now in shelter. Some people not able to assess the full scope of this damage. And right now, this is another concern. This relentless rain bringing more flooding to the region, an area that frankly does not need more rain. We're looking at some 25, maybe even 30 inches of rain that are going to fall in parts of this island. This is an area that's already been saturated by this these shower events. So there's a lot happening and a lot of concern in this island right now. People hoping that this storm passes, because right now, if this continues for the next several days, we could be looking at even more historic rainfall totals. Jose?
And George, I think it's important to talk about that this is not a wind disaster as much as it is a rain disaster. The winds are clearly, Category 1, but the amount of water that this storm is leaving in Puerto Rico, it's causing massive flooding and just real dangerous conditions.
That's right. We've already seen images of people having to be rescued as a result of these rapidly rising flood waters. And you're right, the wind is still a concern here, because right now the island may not have that hurricane warning anymore. We are still feeling the effects of those tropical storm winds as it moves into the Dominican Republic. And this torrential rain, again, bringing some historic level flooding. And at one point, the governor addressing that some areas of Puerto Rico didn't even get this much rain during Hurricane Maria. That is a lot to process when you really start to think about it, when you think about the level of destruction Hurricane Maria brought to the island. So right now, people are encouraged to just hunker down and ride this storm out, because even though there are moments where things start to clear and pass, we have events like this, and this is what presents the real danger, that flash flooding that could occur and really pose some serious risk to people. Jose?
George Solis in Ponce, Puerto Rico, I thank you so much.